Hello and welcome to cookwithpooja.com. Today we are going to prepare very delicious moist chocolate chip muffins. It's a very traditional recipe but simplified for you. So let's get started. We need 2 cups of plain flour, that is maida, teaspoon of soda bicarb or baking soda, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, half a cup of melted butter, 1 cup of sugar, granulated sugar, 2 tablespoons of milk and half a cup of dark chocolate chips, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 large eggs and cinnamon grounded 1/4 a teaspoon. That's it. Now let's start preparing delicious muffins. For that, first things first, take a muffin tray and keep these muffin liners onto the holes of the muffin tray and keep this ready. Also preheat your oven at 170 degrees Celsius and now let's start the process. Firstly, sieve your flour because that way the batter will be very smooth with no lumps. To the flour you have to add baking soda and baking powder. If you are using self-raising flour and not plain flour, then you need not add baking soda and baking powder. As I am using self-raising flour, I am not going to add baking soda and baking powder. But in case of plain flour, you need to add teaspoon of baking soda and 2 teaspoons of baking powder. That's it. Keep the flour aside. And now take a larger mixing bowl. Add melted butter to it. Now to that I am going to add 1 cup of granulated sugar and cream them all nicely together. Now after that, start using a whisk and whisk them nicely and cream the butter and sugar together. This should take a couple of minutes. After whisking for 2 minutes, this is how it looks, perfect. Now add 1 egg each at a time and whisk. You need to use a spoon and whisk it nicely with the egg. Now is the time to add the second egg. Whisk it again. Now add vanilla extract, 2 teaspoons. Whisk everything together. Now we will add the flour to the egg and butter mix. To that, before that, add 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon powder to the flour. This gives a real nice fragrance to your muffins. And now add a little bit of flour at a time. And now you don't need to use the whisk, instead use a spatula and try to fold the flour with the mix of egg and butter. Add in some more flour now and again fold the flour with the mix. Don't over whisk it, just try to cover the whole flour with the mix of butter, egg and sugar like this. Cut, fold. Perfect. Now to the rest of the flour, add your chocolate chips. Mix them all together nicely like this. And lastly, add the chocolate chip flour mix. And then finally fold everything together. Use your delicate hands so that the chocolate chips should not be pressed with a lot of pressure. Our batter is ready. It should be smooth yet thick. This is the consistency of batter for perfect muffins. So please note the consistency. It's thick but smooth all over. So now let's fill our muffin liners. You can use a small ladle like this, or an ice cream scoop works best. Just take in the flour and drop it onto the muffin liner. And now after filling these muffin liners, we are going to put them into oven for 15 to 20 minutes. After 18 minutes, have a check and you can realize whether your muffins are cooked or not. And then I'll let you know the trick to check your muffins are perfectly ready or not. Our muffins are ready to go inside the oven. Before that, just tap it once or twice onto the surface. That's it. And now put it in the oven, which is preheated at 170 to 180 degrees Celsius. And now we are going to wait for 20 minutes. Let's check our muffins. It's been 15 minutes. And as I can see from outside, they have already puffed up nicely. And yes, there's still the crust needs to become, but they've puffed up nicely. So again, we'll wait for 5 to 7 minutes for them to cook. It's been 20 minutes and our muffins are ready. Let's bring them out from the oven. And look at these mouth-watering, delicious and properly puffed up muffins. Let me share the trick to know when your muffins are completely done. Take a toothpick or a bamboo skewer like this. Before bringing them out from the oven, just insert it in the center of a muffin, and if the toothpick or a bamboo skewer comes clean, that means your muffins are cooked inside out properly. Now we will just remove them from the muffin tray and put them on this rack so that they can cool down a bit. So easily they are coming out because we've used the muffin liners. That's it. Delicious chocolate chip muffins are ready. Just remove the liner and look at it. All the chocolate chips are equally distributed, and this is how they look from inside. Wow, so soft and moist. Wow, perfect. Let me just have a small bite. Wow, it is so moist, so soft and very delicious. The flavors of cinnamon, perfect. The sugar is also right, not too sweet, not less sweet. Perfect muffins. Do try this recipe and let me know how they turned out for you. You can have them with tea, coffee, and they are very good as breakfast also. So, till then, this is Pooja signing off. You don't forget to subscribe us at Cook with Pooja YouTube channel and like us on facebook.com. Bye bye.